Hala Maroc on the block.tv. Make sure you use the hashtag I got Joe Craze.
Joe Craze.
Where could we find you?
On the block with Hala Maroc, right? Yeah. Harlem World, baby. You already know. Joe Craze, Opus Realm.
Tell me what Opus Realm is.
Opus Realm, man.
People want to know.
It's where all the art is. You know what I'm saying? Like everything artistical that you can do, that you can ever think of, that you can create, fathomable. It's right there in Harlem for you. You know what I'm saying? Opus Realm.
And you're from Harlem?
Man, born and raised, yeah.
What is your connection to the Apollo and the place where your studio is actually located?
Oh yeah, so like where the actual Opus Realm residence is, that's where my moms and my pops met. You know, my dad, he works at this Apollo Theater. Moms used to work at the Harlem State Building. They met, he scooped it up, this, that, and the third, you know, and then bang, here we are on the block. Feel me?
Okay, so that being said, like New York is in your blood, right? Born and raised here. What's the coffee and cigarette concept? And when did you pick that up?
About like 4 months ago, you know. I also work at Ralph Lauren downtown. And I felt like, you know, that 15, 10, whatever minutes you get to just take a smoke break, you know. I wanted to take a break. I ain't smoking no cigarettes, so I would just take a break. You know, and I would tell the nigga like, yo, I need 15 minutes to go take a smoke break. He'd be like, cool. But I was just chilling, you know. And then like, next thing you know, I was chilling with a cigarette in my hand, and it's like I felt like that was the only time that I actually had to myself, you know, with that cigarette. And then the coffee it was just the icing on the cake, you know what I'm saying? You outside is cold, the heat weather, it just goes together. I feel like as a native New Yorker, those are your two vices, your two remedies that you need every day. Before you leave the house with keys, you know, whatever. Before you leave the house, make sure you got that coffee already in your system. Pack it 3 at least on the way to go, just in case, you know what I'm saying? Just in case.
So let's talk about the project, right? It's out now.
Yes, it is out on opusrealm.com, SoundCloud, yeah, all that.
Free to download?
Free to download, free to listen, free to stream, yes.
It starts with a cover of Miguel's Coffee, actually.
Yeah, shout out to Miguel, man, nigga's awesome.
And then it goes to a bunch of cool vibes that you actually once explained to me. One as you make riding music, and then you make...
Oh yeah, it's car riding music.
Right.
So that's usually what I do. You know, like in a car, you got that bounce. You know, you in lane, switching shifts. You know, gear shifting, all that happening. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I feel like nowadays that's kind of what a lot of people try to make anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like that just comes natural. But this one is not that though. You know, This is actually you know, just before you even get in the car. You know what I'm saying? Or like, remember in the city, like we don't drive cars, you know? Also about public transportation, trains, buses, whatever, cabs. So you it's like music that's getting you prepared for Monday morning, you know? You just had a great weekend, the homies, the girls, whatever the case was, a whole bunch of future, a whole bunch of turn up. Bang, back to reality, right? Monday morning, 9 o'clock, you pissed.
That mood.
Right, you pissed. So what goes well with being pissed? A coffee and a fucking cigarette. And it just works. And that's exactly what it is. It just gives you that like...
It's like I need some time to myself right now. Right.
It's like very short. It's like very short EP, like 18 to 20 minutes. To the point. Starts with Miguel shit. And then just ends with like conversation, everything in between. It's like, you know, I have a song on there called Froyo. And it's actually like kind of like brings you back. It's like the morning, afternoon where you're telling your coworkers about your weekend. So it's kind of still like a little bit of turn up music, but it's not too intense that you can still chill and smoke a coffee to it. I mean, smoke a cigarette to it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that.
So those are a lot of moments that you just, like we said, you need time to yourself, right? And you actually produce by yourself. You make your music yourself. You write yourself. Is there anyone else in Opus Realm?
Yeah.
Is there like a squad of you?
Yeah, it's not a squad. It's like a family, you know? Vico Marley, that's my brother. He's producer, engineer, songwriter. Lucid Dreams also, he helps me write a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, and not like physically, like just like writing and giving it to me, like he's just there, you know? And he's just such a cool, interesting person, you know?
Keeps you inspired.
Yeah, like I don't know about inspiration, you know, it's hard to inspire, but like as far as just like support, and just being like a cool person around and interesting. And he's just very intriguing. You know what I'm saying? Shit just comes out his mouth. Pause is just like crazy. You just got to write about it. You know what I'm saying? So shit like that. Yeah, and my boy Mason too. Shout out to my nigga Mason, doing his thing right now. Yeah, dope artist, dope writer, fashion god. Yeah. You know, and then of course like the homies, you know what I'm saying? It's just it's not just music, you know. So like I got homies that write, I got homies that are martial artists. I'm a black belt myself. So one of my good friends, he's actually about to chill with us soon. He's a martial artist. So it's all different types of art that are just in this realm that are just like that we live, you know. I think that's really what it's consisted of.
Black belt. I was just like, wow, okay.
Whip that ass.
Okay, so outside of that family, outside of your crew, like who is your musical influence, would you say?
Oh,
What are you listening to right now?
Oh, I just listen to straight me, man. You know, like when I don't like I just had like a session the other day for like literally like almost 24 hours straight. So I was tired of hearing myself and just my sound. So I threw in that Bryson Tiller track, and I was listening to that coming from 181 to 126. It's interesting. That's about it. Miguel, because I love, like Miguel sings to you in his talking voice. You know, like he's talking to you, and that's like that's not nothing fake about that. You know.
You kind of do that.
Yeah. You know, I love that. I love that about him. A lot of old school, like Otis Redding. You know, Sam Cooke, most definitely.
You were telling me there was tracks that didn't make it onto the project because of whatever reason SoundCloud didn't put it on.
Yeah, shout out to SoundCloud too. I pay monthly and they didn't let me put up tracks. Like, so fuck y'all niggas for that. Yeah, like, so basically like it was an entire rendition of old school Otis Redding and David Ruffin songs and Lisa Strathfield and Barry White and a whole bunch of other shit. Old school songs that I actually listened to, that I grew up listening to, and my mom's and pops listened to, that actually like remade. I didn't sample, I just remade. You know what I'm saying? My own melody, my own ways, just like how I did the Miguel shit. You know what I'm saying? So I would first play the old song and then have it transition into it. But fucking SoundCloud, you know, hit me with their copyright infringements, and then that was a dub. So it was actually kind of cool because then it like kind of simplified the EP and made it just straight to the point. Like it was already like short, like 9 tracks, and it dumbed it down to like 5. And I was like, all right, cool.
That's all you need, right?
Yeah, I could bump this. And I feel like as an artist that nobody knows, you know, 5 is more reasonable. It's less intimidating.
Do you have any shows coming up?
Yes, I actually just had a show the other day. I'm supposed to be having a show on the 13th.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's confirmed yet, and I don't even know where it's at.
All the info will be on your Instagram or
my Instagram, my Snapchat. Definitely follow me on Snapchat because I post a lot of shit on Snap. I love Snapchat. Shout out to Snapchat.
It's in the moment too.
Yeah, like it's just straight in the moment. It's just like I feel like it's sometimes it's hard. Like some people don't want to listen to my music, but that's how you get to know who I am. And like when you chill with me, and you be like, yo, this nigga, you know, this nigga be doing some crazy shit.
Snapchat is kind of like you're chilling with.
Snapchat lets you know what I'm doing at all times. It's super dope. Yeah, definitely.
What's your DMs looking like?
Wow. DMs, man. I don't know, they're crazy, you know? Shout out to the DMs too, you know, like DMs are kind of crazy, women are kind of crazy, men are really crazy.
Do you have songs for the women?
Yeah,
you have Gravity coming up too. That's another project.
That is about women in general, like not a woman, not the woman. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Gravity. Yeah, it's about to be my next EP coming out next month, end of this month. Sorry. Yeah, and that is just about like synergy, synergy at its finest. You know what I'm saying? Just like how man and woman relate as opposed to relationship. I feel like everybody writes about relationships and love and this and that. Like nigga, we know everybody goes through their own love. So I mean, like only the people that really relate to that, which are like few, if you like the real nigga that you claim you are, you know what I'm saying? It's not too many people gonna relate. Right. Nobody really talks about the actual synergetic, you know, connection between man and woman. Like nobody talks about that. It's beyond sex. It's beyond, you know, I see you, you see me. Nah, beyond that. It's beyond that. Yeah.
So you being from Harlem, you know, Harlem guys have that reputation for being like flashy. Your vibe is not really like that, or like loud and.
Yeah, I'm really soft. Like my voice is soft, and yeah. Remember, I've been around New York City. Like I was born here, lived here till I was like 3 or 5. Moved to Brooklyn till I was like 9. Then moved to the Bronx till I was like 15. Then moved to Rockland County till I was like 17, 18. Then moved back to Harlem, and then moved back to Brooklyn, and then now I'm back in Harlem.
That's why you call yourself a nomad, right?
Yeah, nomadic, go for sure. Like I've exhumed so many different type of cultures of New York. Not even the city. Like I was up there, like in the States. That was cool too. You know what I'm saying? Definitely appreciated going to see trees and animals. Yeah, like all of that. It's just like I just throw on what I throw on. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. Like when people talk about style and fashion, like I'm not really into that. You know, like I just throw on what I throw on, and that's really it. If it feels cool, it feels cool. Like fuck it.
There's a lot of good music coming out of New York right now, right? I'm actually happy with the state right now, right? Who would you collab with? That we got like Manola Rose, we got Dave East, we've got Trey Pizzy, all of them coming up around the same time. Who else do we have? But yeah, you know, this generation.
From New York. I don't think any of them.
Actually, you don't have to. It doesn't have to be from New York. There's a lot of people coming up in general, actually, that I'm fucking with right now.
I think the only nigga from New York I would fuck with is ASAP.